Okay, question 3. We're given two logs here, the value of two different logs. We've got log base A of B equal to 3.4, and we've got log base A of C equal to 4.7. Now we're going to have 5 questions here that ask us to find a particular log, log base A of C divided by B. Now the way in which we're going to be able to do this is we have to get our original question here into some sort of form where we have a single log A of B and a single log A of C, so that we can make these substitutions. And the way that we do that is we use our log laws. So log of a base, when it's C divided by B, when we have a division here, well, our log laws tell us that that is really log base A of C minus log base A of B. And when I get it to that point, well, now I can make the substitution because I know log base A of C was 4.7 minus log base A of B was 3.4, and I can do that that subtraction, and I get that the answer is 1.3. Okay, that's for that question. Now let's have a look at this question. I've got log base A of ABC. Now what we notice is this value here is a multiplication. When it's a multiplication here, then in expanded form, we're going to have, it's going to be equal to log of the same base of A plus log base A of B plus log base A of C. Now I know what log base A of C was, that was 4.7. This was 3.4. Log base A of A. Do you remember that when the base and this value is the same, this answer actually gives me, don't know if you can remember, it actually gives me a 1. So now I've got 1 plus 3.4, that was that value, plus 4.7. Adding them all together, I get a total answer of 9.1. Okay, let's have a look at our third question here. Similar sort of question. I start out with log base A of B, C squared, so there's a multiplication there, but there's also an indice there as well. So let's start with the multiplication because we know how to do that. When this term here is multiplied, well, expanding it, I can add it so that the base is the same. So I have log base A of B plus log of the same base of the other factor, C squared now. Now I have two choices here. I can expand this out again so that I have log base A of B plus log base A of C plus again log base A of C. Or I can use one of my other laws, which I might show you. So I'm sure you could do that. Instead of expanding this out, when we have an index, well, the way to get the index down, I suppose, is we can actually put it so it's a multiplier of this. So the 2 comes down in front of it, and we have 2 lots of log AC. So you see that index comes down the front, becomes a multiplier. And now I can do this substitution. Log base A of B, that was my 3.4. And now I have 2 lots of the 4.7s. Adding them all together, 3.4 plus 2 lots of 4.7, I get 12.8. Okay, and there's that one done. Okay, let's have a look at this next one. Well, this is pretty much the same question, isn't it? I've got log base A, this time of A squared, plus, because it's a multiplication, log base A of C. I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. I'm going to bring the 2 down the front so that I have 2 log A of A plus log A of C. Well, now let's make the substitution. Log A of A, we know, well, that just equals 1. So here we're just left with 2 lots of 1, so 2, plus log A of C was our 4.7. So we end up here with an answer of 6.7. Okay, lucky last. Log base A of BC all squared. Now we have a multiplication in here, so we know that's going to expand to an addition of 2 logs. However, all of this is raised to the power of 2. So before I can make this into an addition, I need to actually get rid of this indice. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this index down to the front so that I have 2 log A of BC, bring the indice down and sort of free it up. And now this gets split out. Although I do need to realize that the 2 is being multiplied to this whole thing. So I'm going to put brackets in here so that I don't forget that the 2 is being multiplied by all of this now that I'm changing it into an addition. Okay. Now that I've got these 2 terms separately, let's make our substitutions. We know that log base A of B was, what was that, 3.4. Log base A of C was my 4.7. So what do I get? 2 lots of 8.1.